Hey guys! I haven't made a vlog in like, what is it, a year? Yeah. So anyways, really rusty this time, but I'm sure you all missed my face. Except for today, I had a nice face, so I figured, yeah, I put makeup on. Didn't actually need to put makeup on. Might as well use it for something. So here I am. And I just thought I might talk about something today that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, but haven't really got around to it because I didn't know how to word it, maybe. Didn't want to word it wrongly. So, we're talking about depression. Yes. And it's a topic I feel like a lot of YouTubers talk about, like anxiety, depression, bad things that happen in their life. So, yeah, I guess we'll start with the obvious point. I have depression. Yeah. And I have stated before that that is a reason why a lot of the times I kind of trail off and don't make as many vlogs as I used to because I didn't have the motivation to make videos. And anime reactions kept me going just because I had people doing it with me, which forced me to do things. So kind of a good thing. But yeah, depression sucks. I didn't really have it as a kid, but as a teenager, I started growing into it, and it really hit me hard when my friends left me my senior year of high school, which I made a video about. And so, yeah, I just went downhill. I had no friends for like half a year. I didn't make any new friends. I didn't have any interest in friends. I didn't have any interest in myself. I just kind of was surviving, and I don't know how. I just kept pushing through, and I think it partially is because I have a very supportive family, and so and my family depression also runs in my family, so they knew what I was going through. So that kind of helped me not ever get to a point where it was so bad that I had serious suicidal thoughts. There was a lot of times in high school where I would count how many people I thought would come to my funeral, but I never actually thought things like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to just call it a day? So yeah, really bad stuff can happen when you have depression, and I'm just really lucky that it never got out of hand for me in a really dangerous way. And that's why I didn't think I needed to be medicated, is because I had it under control. I knew I wasn't going to end my life, and so I thought, I can just suffer through it and it's not going to be a big deal. Until last year, uh, I don't know, it's just I was making it on my own. I was doing all right. I was holding up. I had a lot of days where I'd cry, but it was just depression. I had a lot of days where I wasn't motivated, but I was like, I don't need meds for this. But finally, I had my mom talk me into it, and my big sister talked me into it, and like all these people were like, you need to stop suffering and take care of yourself. You don't have to suffer. And I didn't really think I deserved to not suffer, and that was just depression talking. I thought that I should just suck it up and tough it out because that was my life and that's what I was stuck with. And really, you're not. It's your chemicals in your brain that are fighting you. You don't have to be stuck like that. So it was really hard for me to come to terms with that. It took me 3 years, guys. 3 years. Okay, that's a lot of time to accept. Like, I accepted it for 3 years that I had depression, and it took me all those years to get to a point where I thought I should do something. I should help myself. And honestly, the world is totally different when you don't not want to get out of bed like all the time, when you actually want to do things, when you want to go places and see people and talk. I talk to people way more than I ever have in my entire life, and it just didn't make sense to me. Everybody just thought I was shy, but it wasn't just being shy, it was more than that. And goodness, I'm gonna like tear up now and ruin this makeup that I was so excited to make a video with. But I just didn't think I was worth that, and I was. So it took a long while for me to get there. And so I feel like that's a story that not enough people hear. We all hear the sad poems you write when you're depressed and the sad songs people write when they're depressed. And I feel like our culture makes depression art in a way that it shouldn't. Because depression's not art, depression is lack of motivation, and no art gets done when you're depressed. Like, I am surprised how much I can do with my life now that I'm less depressed. I won't say that it's gone, because it's not. It's still there. But it's definitely way more manageable now, and I don't feel like crying every day. I don't feel like staying in bed all day. I can get up and do things. I can go to work and not be scared to live my life. I mean, it's a totally different dynamic and I can do so much more. Like, I feel like I've almost overbooked my semester this year because I'm working more hours and I've got all these heavy classes and crazy, crazy amount of work going on. And yet I am not suffering at all. I'm not struggling. I feel fine. This video is getting a little preachy. Like, hey, if you have depression, go get medicated. Well, you don't have to, but take care of yourself for sure because you're important way more than you know. And the problem is that it's not you. Okay, depression's never you. It is a part of your personality. It never goes away completely, but it's your brain. It's not you. So you can be your own person and you can guide your own life and make your own choices and be a productive, amazing person. I know that fight, and I want you to know that you're not alone if you're going through that fight, and if you don't think you deserve medication, that's fine. You can continue to fight your fight, but you don't have to live like that, and you don't have to keep yourself where you don't want to be. And I know, I'm getting preachy, and depression is hard, and you can't just say, I'm gonna get up and change my life right now. No. That's not how it works. It took me 3 years to change my life, so yeah. I don't blame any of you. If you're medicated for mental illness, it's fine. If you're not, it's fine. As long as you're working through it and not considering harming yourself and being in such a bad place that you don't know how to find a solution. Because there are solutions, and I don't know. I just feel like you guys need to know that there are people who love you in the world, and that being depressed is not the end. It is awful. It is awful. But there's ways to get past it and just be happy again. And I don't know, your life is not a dead end. It can get better. It can get worse. That's just life. But everything is just different with depression. It's darker, it's heavier, you can't do things like you wish, and you don't feel normal. So, normal's a bad word. It doesn't really exist. But if you're depressed, you sure as heck don't feel normal, and I was there. I felt that, so I don't know. I want people to get help if they need it, and if you're fighting your fight and you just want silent words of you've got this, you can keep fighting, you can end the fight, you can fight the fight, you can do what you need to do for yourself, you can, because you deserve it, you're worth it, you're great, even if you're depressed. I just want people to realize that there are solutions and there's good things about you, and you don't have to be who you think you have to be in your own head. You're trapped, and that's not the only way out. There's good ways out. You don't have to end everything to get out. Guys, I'm sorry, I was way preachy and way dark, and this is the first vlog I've done in forever, and it's like super controversial, and so, yeah, depression sucks. Just, remember that people care about you, and you're a strong, awesome person. It's hard, and it's even hard to talk about, which is why I've been wanting to make a vlog about this forever, and I've never done it. But it's something that we need to be more aware of as a society and as a culture, to not romanticize it and to just accept it for what it is and help people not feel like it's a curse or something. Like, make them realize there's ways that they can also be great people. So, I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. I am less depressed than I was before, and yeah, telling the world about it now. But yeah, please, if you haven't been sure, if you've been thinking about medicating depression and you're not sure if you should do it, you should probably do it. Just saying. It's a world of difference. You wouldn't even know. So, your life can be so much bigger than you ever imagined.